Hello, this is Legend TV. Today, we are introducing a player who possessed the greatest kicking ability in English history. A superstar once voted the sexiest man in the world. To this day, he remains at the center of a heated debate. Was he underrated because of his looks or overrated because of them? Known as one of the four greatest midfielders of the 2000s and the wizard of free kicks, this is David Beckham. Born on May 1, 1975 in Leytonstone, London, to a plumber father and a hairdresser mother, Beckham loved football from a very young age. During middle school, he began to stand out while playing for Ridgeway Rovers and Brimdown Rovers, a junior club for Tottenham Hotspur. Although the whole family were Tottenham fans, Beckham's father loved Manchester United as they had overcome the Munich air disaster. This passion deeply influenced Beckham's journey to joining United. At age 12, he showed extraordinary talent by winning the Bobby Charlton Soccer Schools competition and went on to represent his county. Over 3 years, Beckham scored a staggering 105 goals in 115 matches, drawing massive attention. Despite an offer from West Ham, on May 1, 1988, his 13th birthday, he finally joined Manchester United as a trainee. During his first year, he cleaned the senior players' rooms. The following year, he was busy polishing their boots. Amidst this, he won the FA Youth Cup, standing out for his exceptionally precise kicks and wide vision. However, with Andre Kanchelskis holding the right wing spot, alongside Eric Cantona and Ryan Giggs, Beckham had to wait for his chance. After moving through the youth ranks, he joined the senior team in 1993. In 1994, he was loaned to Preston North End in the 4th Division for a month to gain experience, scoring 2 goals in 5 matches. However, a sudden injury crisis at United forced an immediate recall. After the 1994-95 season, as veteran players left, manager Alex Ferguson built a team centered on his academy graduates. This was met with fierce criticism. Alan Hansen famously warned, "You can't win anything with kids." But Ferguson pushed forward with conviction. Those kids were Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, the Neville brothers, Nicky Butt, and David Beckham. In April 1995, at age 20, Beckham finally made his Premier League debut in a home game against Leeds United. Wearing the number 10 shirt and playing as the starting right winger, he was instrumental in the team's league title win and was named PFA Young Player of the Year. In the 1996-97 season, he became a global sensation. In the season opener against Wimbledon, he scored a 60-yard wonder goal, lobbing goalkeeper Neil Sullivan from the halfway line, instantly becoming the face of the future for both United and England. One day, while watching TV with Gary Neville, he pointed at the screen and said, "I'm going to marry that girl." She was Victoria from the Spice Girls, the most popular girl group at the time. Since Victoria was more famous than Beckham back then, many said she was out of his league when news of their dating broke. The two eventually married in 1999. In May 1997, following Eric Cantona's retirement, the iconic number 7 shirt was handed to Beckham. He played nearly every game and scored 11 goals. At that time, he was more of a goal scorer than an assist provider. Because so many of his crosses were direct rocket shots, he recorded only 2 assists that season. In February 1997, his cannonball shot against Chelsea became a hot topic, clocked at a staggering 157 kilometers per hour. The young star's momentum was unstoppable. England manager Glenn Hoddle dropped Paul Gascoigne from the 1998 World Cup and chose Beckham as the team's new centerpiece. Hoddle judged that Beckham's style, focused on teamwork and assisting others rather than individual showboating, was perfect for team unity. In the 1998 World Cup round of the 16 against Argentina, Beckham assisted Michael Owen's wonder goal with a precise pass. However, early in the second half, after being pushed down by Diego Simeone, Beckham lost his cool and retaliated. The referee showed him a red card. The momentum shifted to Argentina, and England was eliminated on penalties. The public poured more fury on Beckham for his idiotic red card than the players who missed their penalties. The media even used the word idiot in their headlines. The man who was a hero in 1997 became a nationwide villain overnight. However, this hatred did not last long. In the 1998-99 season opener against Leicester City, he scored and began a season of legendary performances. Beckham became the key contributor in reclaiming the league title from Arsenal. Playing tirelessly on both ends of the pitch, his boomerang crosses landed perfectly on the heads of Dwight York and Andy Cole. Finally, he achieved the treble, winning the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League in a single season. Beckham was no longer an idiot, he was a legend. In 1999, he finished second in both the FIFA World Player of the Year and the Ballon d'Or. At Euro 2000, his charisma and precision were unparalleled. His crowning moment came in the 2002 World Cup qualifier against Greece. With England trailing and facing elimination, Beckham scored a last-minute, long-range free kick. The arc from his right foot sent Old Trafford into frenzy. The man called an idiot 3 years prior was now loved by every person in England. Before the 2002 World Cup, he suffered a major foot injury against Deportivo. Through superhuman effort in an oxygen chamber, he managed to play. This era birthed his famous slogan, "Impossible is nothing." England beat Germany 5-1 in a friendly, but fell to Brazil in the quarterfinals. For Beckham, it was a tournament of what-ifs, despite him assisting goals for Rio Ferdinand and Trevor Sinclair. In February 2003, after an FA Cup loss to Arsenal, Beckham clashed with Ferguson in the locker room. Ferguson shouted that Beckham had been dominated by Ashley Cole, to which Beckham retorted, "You were dominated by Wenger." A furious Ferguson kicked a boot that accidentally struck Beckham's eyebrow, causing a cut. Having crossed the point of no return, Beckham moved to Real Madrid for a transfer fee of approximately $40 million, which was the 8th highest in history at the time. In the 2003-2004 season, since the legendary Luis Figo was on the right wing, Beckham was deployed as a central midfielder. Remarkably, he recorded 14 assists in that position. However, Spanish media criticized him, and when Real struggled after Makelele's departure, fans turned on him. But in 2005, Figo left, and Beckham returned to the right wing. Joined by Ruud van Nistelrooy in 2006, Beckham's delivery crosses became deadly again, leading Real to a dramatic comeback league title in 2007. Manager Fabio Capello later admitted that benching Beckham earlier that season was a huge mistake. In his third World Cup, 2006, he became the first Englishman to score in 3 consecutive tournaments. In 2007, he moved to LA Galaxy to popularize soccer in the United States. Even Pelé warned him to beware the glamour of Hollywood. Despite the skeptics, his jersey sales tripled the average, outselling even LeBron James. In 2009, Beckham remained the highest-paid player in the world, ahead of Ronaldo. His move created the Beckham Rule, or designated player rule, allowing MLS teams to sign stars above the salary cap. While many said one man couldn't change U.S. soccer, 12 years later, the MLS has transformed from a retirement home into a league for growth. Beckham proved his skill remained sharp, recording 13 attacking points in 25 games during his first season. While playing in the U.S., Beckham still had a strong desire to play for the England national team. To maintain his form during the MLS offseason, he moved to the Italian giants AC Milan on loan in January. At first, many thought it was just a marketing move, but Beckham silenced the critics with his performance. Playing alongside legends like Ronaldinho, Kaká, and Andrea Pirlo, he proved he could still compete at the highest level in Europe. He loved his time at Milan so much that he returned for a second loan spell in 2010. However, during a match against Chievo, he suffered a devastating Achilles tendon injury, which sadly ended his hopes of playing in the 2010 World Cup. Despite this, his dedication to the national team remained legendary, as he eventually recorded 115 caps, the most for an England outfield player at the time. In 2013, he moved to Paris Saint-Germain for a final challenge. He famously donated his entire 5-month salary, totaling about $4 million, to a children's charity. On May 16, 2013, he retired. Beckham possessed all the essential elements of a midfielder: work rate, sincerity, off-the-ball movement, and defensive contribution. Yet, because his passes were so spectacular, people often focused only on his kicks. He scored 65 free kick goals. In the 21st century, only Ronaldinho and Juninho have scored more. Now, he lives not as a free kick specialist, but as a doting father. While there are many handsome players, we may never see a kicking form as iconic as his. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and like.